Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, yesterday, my prior video, the bonus video, normally I don't do I just did a live stream on Wednesdays, but we had the announcement of a preview of what the open game license for 1D&D is going to look like. And I covered that. And in the midst of that, I missed this, and this was Kickstarter's coverage or Kickstarter's um, announcement on their view of artificial intelligence generated art. So, our current thinking on the use of AI generated image software and art. Kickstarter must and will always be on the side of creative work and the humans behind that work. Okay, this is from updates.kickstarter.com. I'll share a link in the show notes. I want to share some of our thoughts on artificial intelligence generated images and AI art as it develops, because many creators on Kickstarter are understandably concerned about its impact on the creative community. It's everywhere. This conversation is going on everywhere. At Kickstarter, we often have projects that are innovative and push the boundaries of what's possible. And that means we're sometimes navigating some really tricky and undefined areas. Okay. Over the last several days, we've engaged our Community Advisory Council. Never heard of it, but that sounds cool. And we've read your feedback to us via our team and social media. And one thing is clear: Kickstarter must and will always be on the side of creative work and the humans behind that work. And I want to stress that part because they're putting this whole section here in bold. But I think the bold part is the humans behind that work. We're here to help creative work thrive. As we look back at what's happening in the creative ecosystem and on our platform, here are some of the things we are considering when it comes to what place AI image generation software and AI generated art should have on Kickstarter, if any. Is a project copying or mimicking an artist's work? Now, we've had this conversation elsewhere, and I've heard it argued that AI art is kind of like sampling in music. Yeah, maybe. I think it depends on whether or not it is just sampling or is there some human intervention at the end. That's my opinion. But in any case, we must consider not only if a work has a straightforward copyright claim. Now, remember, my understanding is if it's AI art that does not have human interaction uh, at the end or at some part where not just putting in keywords, but using your virtual strokes of your pen, that it's not copyrightable if it's only made by machine. That's probably going to be something that we have to get cleared up. But also, value situations where it's not so clear, where images that are owned or created by others might not be on a Kickstarter project page, but are in the training data that makes the AI software used in the project without the knowledge, attribution, or consent of creators. Does a project exploit a particular community or put anyone at risk of harm? Now, my understanding, and I think there's an article in Kotaku, God help me for saying that, that there was a project that was recently dropped from uh, Kickstarter, removed by the powers that be because it could have been used to make pornographic images of real people, but not really them in the pornography. I didn't really read the article too closely, but there was an article. Apparently, there is some issues going on. So we have to consider the intention behind projects, sometimes beyond their purpose, as stated on our platform. Our rules prohibit projects that promote discrimination, bigotry, or intolerance towards marginalized groups, and we often make decisions to protect the health and integrity of Kickstarter. Now, this is interesting because I remember when Kickstarter, dare I say, it didn't have much integrity. when a certain person, one of their officers at Kickstarter, was basically abusing the rules. But I'm glad to see that they are going to try to implement rules. But again, I don't. This isn't even so much them saying what they're going to do, because, like I said, this tech is really new, and we don't have all the answers. And that's probably the best answer I've seen. Not the Chaosium decision that we're never going to use AI art. And AI art is the devil, and not the drive-through policy where if you're using AI art, you have to indicate it in the product that you're selling it in. We don't have all the answers. Okay. The decisions we make now might not be the ones we make in the future. Fair enough. So we want this to be an ongoing conversation with all of you. You can share your thoughts by writing to suggestions at Kickstarter.com as we continue to develop our approach to the use of AI software and images on our platform. I don't know if I have any complaints about that. I'm sure that the project that was recently removed, I don't even know if they were removed because it was AI art or the fact that it could be potentially used to create pornography. I didn't, again, I should have read it closer, but it just sounded so silly. I was like, eh. But this I can handle. This is Kickstarter saying, listen, we want to support artists, we want to support creatives, which we consider to be humans. But we still don't know where that line goes when it comes to AI art, because it does require human interaction, right? At the basic level, putting in these keywords. So again, I give kudos to Kickstarter for putting this out there, even if it's not a complete uh, thought process. I'm glad, I'm happy to see that thought process, folks. On that note, we're still in the midst of the what? The endemic. Please use your common sense. It's almost Christmas, so it's a holiday season, whether it's Hanukkah, Christmas, or numerous other holidays. Hope your holiday is a blessed one. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. on this very channel, there will be a live stream, the Random Party Generator. And with that party generator, we're going to be talking probably AI art, this, and we're going to be talking 1D&D OGL. It should be interesting. So I look forward to seeing you all then, or at least seeing you all in the chat. And God bless. I'll catch you later.